We thought she was safe. We had no idea there's somebody in the nursing home would put her life in danger.
I went out that day, and her nails had been cut to the quick, straight across. Her fingers had been cut. Some of them were still bleeding.
Well, we had decisions to make on putting Mom in the nursing home, and we chose one that we thought Mom would be comfortable with. And I felt like Mom was comfortable when we first put her there. Then Mom started showing signs of fear at times, and then there got to be unusual bruising that just didn't make sense.
One of the toughest decisions a family has to make is to place a loved one in a nursing home. When you do make that decision, you pay for and should expect professional loving care. Unfortunately, injury and death can result from negligent care in nursing homes. All too often, nursing homes sacrifice training, safety, and the quality of their skilled care in order to maximize their own profit.
Nursing home negligence is on the rise, resulting in millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Call 1-800-LAWSUIT. That's 1-800-LAWSUIT.
How do I decide which nursing home is best for me, for my mother, my father, or my grandparents? These are some of the most difficult questions that anyone has to answer. There is often little guidance or information available other than from secondhand sources, or relying on what a nursing home tells you in their colorful brochures, depicting a country club lifestyle and describing the wonderful care and treatment provided to all their residents. These can be very powerful and influence the decision-making process. What these brochures often fail to mention is that there are various state agencies which maintain records, including complaints and inspection reports on nursing homes and assisted living centers. But they always put their best foot forward in an effort to convince you to choose their home over another.
When choosing a nursing home or assisted living center, most people have no idea what facts they should be investigating to make this very, very important decision. Many facilities look the same, and it's a difficult task to know how to evaluate which nursing home or assisted living center can be best to meet the needs of each individual resident. We all expect ourselves and our loved ones to be treated with respect and dignity, and to be afforded the best lifestyle possible during these senior years. Oftentimes, children feel guilty about placing a parent or a grandparent in an assisted living center or a nursing home. They may be presented with unpleasant alternatives, which are sometimes confusing and frightening. With little or no information, they have to make a choice, which sometimes can place that parent or grandparent's life in jeopardy.
I don't know how you would go about checking out a home, but I thought I did everything possible, and they were nice enough, it was clean enough. I put my mother in. 2 weeks later, I was going down the hall because I was there either every day or every other day, and her light was on, and when I walked in, she had gotten out of the bed and had diarrhea, taken her diaper off, and gone along the wall trying to get to the bathroom. And her roommate said that the light had been on a good 30 minutes and nobody would help her, and she was just covered in it. When I asked them why no one was helping her, they said they were short of help.
The first year was fine, and the second year was fine, but the third year, one morning we went over, she had got socked in the eye and made a big bruise on her eye, and she had that until death. And then the next thing, they let her fall in the showers, and she had a bruise on her leg. But they kept telling me that it was, a sore. And then when I looked at it, it wasn't no sore. It was just 2 bruises, one on each leg, which made her sort of where she couldn't walk anymore. And that did upset me, but she didn't want me to say anything.
Her first accident, she was in what they called a Mary Walker, and Mom only weighs 80 pounds. She's about 4'10", and she supposedly, in this accident, turned it over. but it was always kind of strange that when she fell, the only places she had anything was always on her face. No bruising, no broken bones anywhere else.
We never dreamed that the staff would be so irresponsible as to leave her alone in an isolated area of the nursing home. If this hadn't happened, she wouldn't have been burned. They have rules against that. I don't know why they didn't follow their own rules. I guess they forgot that she was a human being and not just another work assignment.
It's obvious that not all care facilities are equal. Ideally, you'll find a nursing home or assisted living center which will allow the individual the opportunity to receive the necessary medical care and treatment they may need, as well as to continue to engage in social activities with people of their own generation, and maintain family, religious, and social connections outside the facility. You should have been provided with a copy of the Resident's Bill of Rights. As a resident, you have the right to be informed of your rights and the policies of the home, the right to be informed about the facility's services and charges, the right to be informed about your medical condition and treatment, the right to participate in planning your care and medical treatment, the right to choose your own physician, the right to manage personal finances, the right to privacy, dignity, and respect, the right to personal possessions, the right to be free from abuse and restraints, the right to voice grievance without retaliation, the right to be discharged or transferred only for medical reasons, rights of access.
Subadequate treatment in nursing homes can result in serious or even fatal injuries being suffered by the residents. Those may include areas of nutrition, dehydration, bed sores, otherwise known as pressure ulcers or decubitus ulcers, infections, burns, physical abuse, improper medication, or inadequate facilities. Experts in the field of geriatric medicine, that's the practice of medicine to senior citizens, talk about situations which should be addressed by the nursing homes and assisted living centers.
Business perception is at odds with the healthcare perception, and I think, well, with enlightenment, you can make the business work, taking care of people. If we have laws to fulfill and meet, and standards of care, most of all, it's the standards of care, taking care of people.
Well, policies and procedures are only as good as your ability to exact them. The question is not so much how do they help, but are those policies and procedures actually implemented on an ongoing basis?
If you believe you or your loved one have been neglected, abused, or mistreated by a nursing home or any of its employees and want to know what your legal rights are, please call the toll-free number shown on your screen. Operators are standing by 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You will have the opportunity to talk to someone who will take the necessary information from you, then connect you directly to an attorney in your area. There is no cost to you for the initial telephone call. The laws to protect the elderly are many times not followed by nursing homes or their employees. Every resident of a nursing home or an assisted living center has the right to expect that they will be treated according to the laws and with respect and dignity. Failure to give this care and treatment is not only morally and ethically wrong, but may be a legal violation of your or your loved one's rights. Some of the most outrageous situations occur when employees of nursing homes fail to provide the proper care and treatment they are required. They may believe the resident is sold that they will not live much longer. If these individuals do something or fail to do something which causes injury or hastens the death of an individual, the nursing home may still be legally liable for damages. When you call the toll-free number, a qualified attorney will strive to provide the highest quality legal representation to individuals or families that have been injured as a result of the negligent, reckless, or intentional acts of a nursing home or assisted living center. If you feel that you have been injured, please call the toll-free number listed on your screen. Each call will be handled in the strictest of confidence. Once you've been provided with professional legal advice as to your rights and the nursing center's responsibilities and obligations to you or your loved ones, you can make an informed decision. Laws are enacted to provide rights and protections to our senior citizens. When those laws are not followed by the nursing homes and living centers, they may be required to pay compensation for those wrongs and injuries. The nursing homes and living centers most likely will not voluntarily admit that they have committed these wrongs. That is why you may need professional legal representation.
To speak with an attorney today, call 1-800-LAWSUIT. That's 1-800-LAWSUIT.
This facility is a model of a well-run nursing home and a true home for its residents. This may not be true of all nursing homes.
I usually tell them to walk in the front door and do the nose test and smell. If you don't, it should not smell dank or urine-like. It should be light. People should be active and involved. That kind of thing.
Many states have agencies which are charged with the duties to license and regulate nursing homes and assisted living centers. These state agencies are often understaffed and overworked with a large number of nursing homes and assisted living centers that are doing business in any one state. And sometimes the very laws that protect the rights of residents can tie the hands of the state agencies. While the men and women of these agencies do the very best they can, most are faced with the reality that they cannot handle all of the problems or even most of the problems as fast as they would like.
And make every effort. But again, you're looking at thousands of complaints, some justified, some not justified, and each and every one of them must be followed up. The problem with the system is that even the regulatory agencies are fragmented. If you have a complaint, you call DHS, Department of Human Services, and you can also call the State Health Department. You can also call the state or city ombudsman through area-wide aging. So there are so many different regulatory and reporting entities that it's hard to know for the consumer where you go for what.
Often nursing homes or assisted living centers may make you or your loved ones feel like you are to blame for their wrongdoings. They may even go so far as to claim that the injuries and sufferings caused by their mistake or neglect are a result of aging. That type of excuse is often relied upon by nursing homes and assisted living centers when they are asked to face responsibility for the serious or fatal injuries caused by their neglect or abuse. There is no excuse for injury-causing negligence or abuse to occur in any nursing home or assisted living center, nor is there any law that allows such excuses. If you would like to talk to an attorney or obtain further information, please call the toll-free number shown on your screen. Operators will take down your information, and if you need to speak to an attorney, a conference at no cost to you will be arranged.
To speak with an attorney today, call 1-800-LAWSUIT. That's 1-800-LAWSUIT.
If you did not have the opportunity to see our entire program, the encore presentation of this message will be replayed in its entirety during the next 15 minutes. We invite you to watch this program again and to call the toll-free number shown on the screen for further information. Or for a copy of this program for your own viewing, please stay tuned.